Hello, and welcome to another episode of Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. Today, I'm going to be making biscuits the old-fashioned way. And it's another recipe that can be found on the back of the box. So we're making the old-fashioned biscuits. We will be having a little bit of a change. It asks for shortening. I will be using butter instead. So let's get started. So I have my mise en place ready right here. I have, let me double check, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2½ teaspoons of baking powder and a ½ teaspoon of salt. It says 1/3 cup shortening, but I'm using butter, so 1/3 cup butter, 3/4 cup milk, and then they have another teaspoon that you put on the top, or a tablespoon of soft butter for the top. So let's go ahead and add our dry ingredients together. Next, what I'm going to do is cut my butter into pieces. Now this is just out of the refrigerator, so it's a little bit hard. So I like to cut it up into pieces before I put it into the dry ingredients. Alright. Alright. Now that I have this into the dry ingredients, I want to do what's called cut in. So we're going to basically mash the butter into the flour, salt, and baking powder. So I like to take a fork. You can use a pastry blender if you like. You know, I have a cousin, she uses 2 knives like this, and then she'll go through like that. So some people will use their fingers and go like this. So I like a combination of using the fork and then just working it through, mashing it with my fingers. Now, if you're making it for your family, doing it like this is fine, But for commercial use, you would probably use a pastry blender or other tool. All right, there we go. So you see we got some big pieces, some smaller pieces, and it looks like coarse cornmeal, right? All right. Hey, Lucas.
Wow.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
That's good. So my Lucas just came in, my nephew. He woke up not feeling 100% today, so I decided to fix him my specialty breakfast.
Well, it's lunch now, or, yeah.
Well, what I'm going to do is flour the surface. Here we go. And I'm going to turn the dough out onto the surface. And so it's not all the way mixed yet, but that's okay because it will be. That's okay.
What?
Your cup is on there. I thought you were looking and saw your cup was there. There we go. All right. Put that out of my way. So with your fingers, just gingerly press it down. And if you have any strays that kind of popped around, just put those on top. And then you're going to fold it and press it down. Now if it's a little sticky on the top, just get some of that flour and sprinkle on top.
What kind of gravy would you be able to make with it?
Well, usually with biscuits and gravy, it's the sausage gravy. What I plan to put with it today is fried apples.
Ew.
Oh, don't knock it till you try it.
No, no, no.
What?
No.
Oh, man. Okay, so I've shaped my dough into a log, as you can tell, right here. And I just kind of press things down. I didn't usually use a rolling pin too much when I'm at home. Now I'm going to show you a secret. Alright, so I use a sharp knife to cut the edges. Lucas,
Why?
can you move your gravy?
Huh?
Move the gravy. So what I'm doing is cutting off just a little bit from the side. And you'll see why when it bakes. Okay? So I cut the edges, and now what I'm going to do is make my biscuits. And I always make my biscuits either square or rectangular in shape. And because I did the folds, you're going to see that I'm going to have nice layers. Now this one, it can just be its own little biscuit right here. Actually, I think I'm going to cut this in half. Make 2 biscuits out of it. So I'm going to put these in the pan, and I'm going to bake these in a 475 degree oven until they are golden brown. Alright, and they're going to rise. These are going to be beautiful biscuits. So here are my biscuits. You can see they're doubled in size. You can see the flaky layers, as I like to call them. So you look at my biscuit and you see there's definitely a split where I folded it in half, but you can see there are beautiful layers in this biscuit. It's nicely browned, nice and flaky, and that's because of the butter. We didn't make it too small or too big. And then what happens is when the butter melts, it forms an air pocket. So that's how we make homemade biscuits. Thank you for watching Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you.